yo, it's the Gemini Trader. Charts go up, charts go down, but we stay major.
Hello, people. This is Zane from the Gemini Trader, and what a week we've had. That was one hell of a week. So, if you haven't joined my Telegram community, I think it is time to join because we are making some serious money out there. I'm gonna leave the link below to my channel, so feel free to subscribe. Don't worry, you don't have to pay anything. I just like to share. Sharing is caring, as there's a saying. All right, let's get back to business. We're going to start off by marking our chart and our weekly analysis. So I'm going to remove all my drawings, all my markings here. And we will start off by marking our week all-time highs first of all. Okay, and let's put it the right. It was exactly 3,500, somewhere like that. And then I'm going to mark my previous week's low wick, which means we are in a very strong, bearish trend. However, I'm going to share my bias at the end of the video. I'm going to mark my resistance at this level. I'm going to make it a psychological number at 3439 and 3440. I'm going to mark my support at I'm going to mark two supports, actually one support I'm going to mark here at 3210. 1 second, let's just put it 32101 there. Okay, I'll just change that. Oh no, that's wide enough. I'm going to just move it a bit. And my other support I'm going to mark at, I will be marking at this level, roughly 3300. Then we go down to the daily time frame. We have a perfect resistance here. A number of times we rejected that zone, so it turned out to be a solid one. Now, if only once we break that zone, then we will definitely be testing the all-time highs. Now I will be adding this resistance at 3389 and 90. I'm gonna redefine this zone, bring it down to a more clearer one, 3287. I believe 3287 is a very strong number. This got something to do with that number, because I remember when the gold was at 3187, it respected that zone. Then 2987, 2787, 88, 2687, 88. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but in my experience, all the way down to 1987, 88, it always respected that zone. So for me, this is a magical number, and we cannot, take this out of our trading plan. Okay, coming back to our markings, I'm going to mark this zone to 3177.78, and I'm going to mark, oh, we have a beautiful support here. I'm going to mark my support over here, 3319 and 3320 and 21. Now I'll move down to, I'll come back to this later. I'll move down to 4 hour. Gonna make these candles a little bit bigger so that you don't feel like you have to get into my into YouTube screen. All right, so I'm going to change this zone and bring it up to 3395 and 96. We've got a lot of rejection there. And from this zone to this shouldn't be a trading zone. We'll see how it goes. Um, how it shows when we go down to the lower time frame. But if you close, the 4 hour time confirmation is a big confirmation. The moment we close at this level, above this level, oh, we are going up, baby. We will be, testing at least this zone. I mean, at least 50 or 70% of the zone. All right, let's keep marking our zones now. I'm going to mark this support, and I'm going to mark this resistance, and I'm going to mark one more resistance. This is my no trade for now. We'll see how it unfolds as we go down to the lower time frame. I have this support, a very solid support. I took a trade last week. The moment when it broke this body, it tried to grab the liquidity and went all the way back up. So that's a trade I took. And okay, I'm going to mark one more support at this level, 3306 and 07. And I'm going to mark, I'm going to adjust the support zone to here, and I'm going to mark one more support over here. And yeah, how can we forget that? That's a beauty. If the market goes down to this level, oh, that would be such a beautiful setup. All right, so now I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down to the 2 hour time frame, and for the 2 hour, this looks really solid. I'm going to mark this zone. I'm gonna let the support to be there. It doesn't make any difference if I move it up to 47 because still I won't be taking the trade. I have to be. I'm only going to be taking like A plus setup. So I'm going to move this resistance to here, and I'm going to move. I'm going to add one more resistance here. So now if the next candle closes above, we have ample range to trade. And yeah, I'm going to add a couple of resistance level here. One at 3403 and the other at 3414. And I'm going to adjust this zone to 34, 42, and 43. Yeah. As we go down to the 1 hour time frame, we have a clean status being formed here at 34.16 and 34.20. You know what? Let's leave it there and see how it unfolds as we go down to lower time frame. I'm going to add my resistance here. And how are we looking here? Okay, we need to adjust that. This candle close without a wick, which means we do not have enough range. Okay, all right. 74. It's almost 40 pip. Technically, we can mark the zone because we have a clean range. Let's see. Give me 1 second. 74, 75. Yeah, 30 pip range. Nah, that would be my no trade zone. This doesn't look good. This just doesn't look good. Yeah, I won't be taking the trade. I will mark this as my no trade zone. 77. No trade zone. Inside center. Let's increase the size of the font. Yeah. Okay. We go to the 30 minutes. Right, see? So now clearly no trade zone here. Okay, we're gonna move this resistance to 3381 and we are not doing anything about it. Alright, so let's just talk about our trading plan. So according to our weekly candle, we closed bearish, a strong bearish, giving us a resistance, which means the trend will be resistance at some point. Daily also closed as a weak resistance but did not close below this body, which means we are respecting this zone. Okay, so on at the 4 hour we have a strong support, 2 hour we have a support, 1 hour we have a support, and 30 minutes, guess what, we have a support. So I'm expecting the coming week to start off with a bullish gap because of the fundamentals. The Iran Israel war, the oil prices, the commodities being the safe haven. So the market has to open with a bullish gap. So let's say if the market opens above this level, we will not trade during Asian, as I don't, but if you do, just try to use this plan because otherwise it won't be a safe trade. Wait for the support to be formed. I would say above this level because this is my no trade zone. The price action is just so crappy out there. So look for a support somewhere here, then target this level or this level. What I'm expecting is if the market is still bullish, during the London session, my good setup would look something like that, The candle needs to close above there and then give me a support. That would be a guaranteed 99.999% guaranteed trade. Target one, target two, and so on and so forth. Okay. For the bearish we have some clean setups. But I believe market initially is going to open with a bullish gap. But if you have a bearish structure, can you just imagine? Can you just say that the kind of a clean range we have over here at the left? This is what you call free money. That is free money, all right? So make sure you do not let the opportunity go. The moment candle closes below this level, we have a clean range. If there is a very good volume in the market, do not just stick to the 30 minutes. Go down to like 15 minutes or even 5 minutes if there's volume. But I would say if you are in a beginner, just stick with 15 minutes. Look for a resistance to be formed and then take a sell. Don't just dive in. Don't blow your money. All right, just wait for some resistance to form and then take 20, set your TPs 20, 30, 50, and 100 pips. All right. Uh, the moment you get your first TP get hit, make sure you set your your SL to break even because this is the wick that we are to test. All right. So trade safe, people. Trade safe, trade responsibly. If you find value in this content, do not forget to subscribe, like, and share with your mates who are struggling in this journey. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.
Yeah, it's subscribe now, don't be late. Gemini Trader dropping knowledge straight.